So I'm going to be taking a look at some of footballers' most impressive skills, breaking them down, showing you how they're done. We've got 24 skills and hopefully we're going to do it all within the next 10 minutes. Let's do it. So level 1 is the McGeady spin. This is an in-game skill and perfect for getting out of those tight situations. For this, you want to take a big touch away from your body, and as you run up, you're going to do a Cruyff turn with your strong foot. Then with your weak foot, push the ball away in the opposite direction, spinning your body 180 degrees and running off away with the ball. Level number 2, performed here by Neymar, is a skill that not many freestylers actually do, but looks really cool and shouldn't take you too long to get used to. So for this skill, you want to juggle the ball, kick it in the air, and as the ball's coming down, you want to position your foot so the outside of your foot is facing the sky, and you're going to let the ball drop hopefully on the rubber bit of the outside of your foot, and if you get it right, the ball should ping straight back up in the air and you can carry on juggling. So level 3, the reverse toe bounce, famously done by Ronaldinho, and this is an awesome looking skill. To do this skill, you're going to be juggling the ball, you're going to kick the ball with your strong foot across your body and then step over it with your weak foot and then let the ball drop off your toe and pop it back up towards the sky and carry on juggling. So level number 4 is the 2-ball pop. Now this is one that looks quite difficult but is actually very easy to do. You want 2 balls for this obviously, and you're going to have the balls side by side so they're touching each other, and you're going to put a foot either side and jump your feet together, pushing the balls against each other, and one of them will pop up as you can carry on juggling. Level 5, we've got the Pogba flick, also known as the toe flick around the world. So for this one, you want to roll the ball back towards behind your body, and with the toe of your foot, bring it round, flick it up back in front of you, and then bring your foot round and do an inside around the world. For this, the hardest part of this is doing the inside around the world, but if you break it down into 2 steps, it should make it a lot easier to understand. So level number 6 is performed by Bobby Firmino, and it's a sit-down crossover. This skill's a good one to learn because it's not something that everyone knows, a bit of an unusual one. So to do this trick, you want to get comfortable with juggling the ball sitting down, and then as the ball comes up, you want to hit it and go round with your weak foot and then kind of cross it over and pop it back up. This is all about time, and it's not actually that much more difficult than doing a normal keep up. You just put your foot around the ball. Level 7, another in-game skill, and this one, if you can get this right and master it, you can literally fool any defender with it. It's the Henry fake pass. For this, you want to take a big touch in front of you as if you're going to go for a big shot. You want to swing your strong foot back, and then just as you're about to hit it, you want to pop the ball, kind of a jump-like motion, across in a pass to the opposite direction. But to make this believable, you've got to make sure you carry on going through with your strong foot and looking in the direction where you would be shooting the ball. So all the attention's focused over here and the ball's gone to your teammate to the right hand side. Level number 8, the Ronaldinho flick up. This is a classic Jogo Bonito style video, iconic Ronaldinho skill, and it's pretty easy when we break it down. Step 1, you want to do a ball roll across your body. Stop the ball with the toe of your strong foot. Once you've stopped it, bring the ball back and pop it up into the air and carry on juggling. So level number 9, this is done by Cristiano Ronaldo, but in the freestyle community, this skill is known as an alternative Michi around the world. This is a freestyle skill that if you're getting into freestyle is perfect to put in combos. So it's a breakdown of 2 tricks. It's a hop the world and a crossover put together into 1 trick. So you're going to kick the ball up and then go around it with the other foot. That's a hop the world, but the tricky bit about this is making sure you do a crossover at the same time without putting the foot back on the floor. So for this, you're going to need a little bit of a jump, cross the feet over and continue juggling the ball. Level number 10, the heel stomp. Now this is obviously not something you're going to use in game. It's not even really a freestyle skill, it's more of a cool street football skill, but it's a really cool one to impress your friends, and it's not too difficult to do once you get the hang of it. So it's hard to do this skill on grass, and it's even harder if the ball's wet. So you want to stick to concrete with this, and you want to wear some sort of rubber grippy shoes, and you want to put your heel on the edge of the ball, and then pretty much as it says, just stomp your foot down to the ground whilst rolling it slightly forward, and if you get it right, the ball should spin backwards and pop up into the air. Level 11, the Thiago flick. Now this is interesting because this trick actually took me a while to understand. For some reason I just couldn't get my head around this trick. To do this trick, you want to roll the ball forward and stop the ball in your feet. Then you want to get used to flicking the ball up behind you, and that is the key bit. You want to get that just right, and then you want to come down with your strong foot and stomp with the laces on top of the ball and hopefully get the ball over your head. Thiago does it with extra style where he kind of kicks his foot forward, but for now we're just going to focus on stomping the ball to the ground and making sure it's got enough pop tricks to get back into the air. Once again, a skill that's easier on concrete than on grass. Level 12, performed by Pogba here. This is also known as the Abbas around the world. Awesome freestyle skill this, very popular one, and there's two ways of doing this. You can do this skill inside or outside. Pogba here does the outside version, which in my opinion is probably the hardest one, but it just depends on personal preference. So to do this trick, you're going to be doing keep ups. You're going to kick the ball up and go around the ball with your other foot, and then as that ball's coming down, you're going to bring up your strong foot and come in with an inside around the world. But it's different to a normal inside around the world because it's more of a, you're doing it more on the toe as opposed to the whole foot to get that sort of smooth flow motion on it. Now level 13 is a bit of an interesting one. I must say I've not seen many freestylers do this, especially not in competitions, but it's a very cool trick nevertheless. So Sterling did this trick and it's one of them ones, it's trial and error, it takes a bit of luck to get it right, it will take you a few goes. To do this trick you want to be juggling the ball, kick it in the air, definitely above head height so it's got the bounce, and then as it's coming up you want to follow it down and then jump over the ball, let it bounce on the floor, and at this point you've just got to swing your head back and hope that it makes contact with the ball. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. I'm not gonna lie, it's luck of the draw. But if you get it right, it's a really cool and impressive trick. Level 14, we've got a street move performed by Pogba. It's an Elastico Hocus Pocus. Now this is a combination of two separate skills, an Elastico and a Hocus Pocus. So the Elastico is an outside-inside movement in quick succession, and the Hocus Pocus is an outside-inside movement around the leg in quick succession. So we want to put them together, outside, inside, inside, outside, and it should make this really cool trick. To get this more stylish, obviously, the quicker you do it, the smoother you do it, the better it's going to look. Level 15 is a trick called the Homie Tuzani around the world, and the fact that Neymar was able to do this as a freestyler is pretty impressive. So this trick is a half around the world and a hop the world in one fluid motion. It's going to take a lot of practice. It's not one you're going to get overnight. You're going to have to practice doing a high around the world and that high hop the world. But once you've got it, super impressive trick. Level 16 is one of my favourite freestyle skills. It's a toe bounce heel 360. Now to do the toe bounce heel 360, it's a combination of a toe bounce and a blind heel. You want to be juggling the ball, and as the ball's coming down, you want to go over the ball with your weak foot and pop it up with your toe while spinning your body around. When you get halfway around, the ball should be in the perfect position for you to heel the ball straight in the air. Continue spin, carry on juggling. Level 17, performed by Neymar, the toe flick around the world no touch. As footballers go, he is definitely one of the better freestylers out of the lot of them. So this skill is obviously a combination of a toe flick and around the world. So you want to kick the ball behind your body, and just as the ball bounces off the floor, you want to flick it up with your toe back in front of you, and without touching the floor, you want to bring your right foot round and go around the ball. But once again, this is a skill that's going to take a lot of timing and a lot of speed. Level 18, the blind heel over the head. So this trick starts with the ball on the neck. You want to start off by rolling it down and trying to look behind you to see where the ball lands, and at the perfect moment, obviously, heel it back over your head. And then once you get used to that, you want to let it go and look straight ahead and kind of feel and guess kind of where the ball's going to come down. That's what makes this trick so difficult, because you are kind of guessing, going off feel. Once again, a lot of luck involved in this skill, and it's a lot of attempts just getting used to the feeling of the ball coming down and knowing when to heel it. Level 19, the sombrero flick, performed by Ronaldinho Neymar. Very famous skill that not that many people can actually do. So this trick, there's two ways of doing it. You want to start off the easy way by just coming up to the ball, standing next to it, and popping the ball up and then flicking it back towards you. Just two quick touches, getting used to that two quick touch motion. So to do the jump sombrero, you want to run at the ball with some pace. As you're running up to it, put the strong foot under the ball and kind of jump over with your left foot. And just as your left foot hits the ground, you want to flick the ball up with your strong foot and then do that double touch, flick it back over your head. Level 20, the reverse toe bounce around the world. So I showed you how to do the reverse toe bounce earlier in the video. Now it's just that with an extra around the world on the ends. Once you've done the reverse toe bounce, you want to get as much pop on the ball as possible and then go around with your strong foot on the inside. Now the important bit of this is getting that pop back up, and a softer ball might help you with this trick. Level 21, done here by Ronaldo, the double flick around the world. So this trick is actually a really impressive freestyle skill by Ronaldo, and you want to do a normal flick up and then go around with your weak foot around the ball, doing a half around the world. Half around the world is where the ball starts on one foot and ends up on the other foot from the around the world. So you want to bring the ball back, doing a half around the world with your weak foot, and then go around with the other foot, doing a full around the world and continuing juggling. So level 22, we've got a really cool skill. It's a whip heel. So the whip heel is a combination of a footstool, whip, and a heel over the head. So the main part about this trick is getting used to the whip motion. You want to start the ball in a footstool. You want to get that footstool pretty tight, bring it up, bring it back, and then you don't want to release the ball too early because it'll just flick out and roll behind you. So as the ball's at its highest point, you want to let go of the ball, kind of bring your foot round, and then heel it back over your head. And finally, we've got the hardest trick of the video, in my opinion, the Aka 3000, and this trick looks pretty cool. The Aka 3000 is not something that's seen in the freestyle scene, it's more of a street football skill. And I know freestylers have been freestyling for years, but still struggle with this skill. So if you get this, you're sure to impress a lot of people with it. So to perform this trick, it's all about getting 2 quick touches on the ball. You're gonna roll the ball in front of you, flick it up with your strong foot, kind of behind your body to the side. Then you wanna hit the ball off either the calf or the shin or wherever really, it doesn't really matter. The smoother you get those 2 touches, the cooler it's going to look. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you learned some of the tricks in this video. Leave a comment down below what was your favourite skill. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Peace.